the feeling. All he knows is he's got to ride. He's addicted to danger, ruled by passion and pride.
All right. Good morning, Montgomery County. Go to Lone Star Community Radio. Mornings of Lone Star. It is August 27th, broadcasting live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Good morning, everybody. We're broadcasting live also on Facebook Live, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and worldwide at irlonestar.com. Download the Lone Star app today from your app store to listen anywhere from your smart devices. Special co-host today. We got a great lineup. We got Sean Skippy in the studio, and we also have Nathan Arizati of Montgomery County Lifestyle with us. Today's sponsors, of course, are Conroe Coffee, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, and Jay Stittleberg for County Judge. Special shout out to those guys for sponsoring the show. We posted this week's lineup on our Facebook. Make sure to check that out. We have a great lineup. We are looking for a guest for Thursday. That's this Thursday. And so that's an open invitation to anybody who isn't wanted by the law. So just contact us at mwls@irlonestar.com or just message us on Facebook, and we might be able to get you in.
Dick, why are we putting conditions on this now?
Yeah,
that's true.
What?
Well, did you ever see that entrapment thing about in the 80s? They did this NFL. I guess, I don't know, NFL was a little looser on their restrictions, but they worked with the marshals basically sitting out to warrant for people at warrant.
Oh yeah,
saying,
come meet the team.
Come meet the team, and they busted like 60 people or something like that.
Yeah, there was a movie in the 80s called Sea of Love, a cop thriller with Al Pacino and Ellen Barkin, and it starts off the same way.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah. So that's kind of fun.
Well, he mentioned might have been a little looser in the 80s. I wonder if he's ever seen North Dallas 40.
Right.
What's that? Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie. Was that the Burt Reynolds one, or was that the last?
No, Mac Davis.
Mac Davis. That's it. That's that.
It was
one.
a takeoff on the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
Okay.
North Dallas 40.
Like, what is it? Just because they're wild, or what?
Yeah, it was kind of like the football answer to Slapshot. If you ever saw that
Okay.
Paul Newman movie in the 70s,
Okay.
they had ringers to beat the snot out of people.
Okay. Well, I guess there's like the real true stories behind that will be very interesting, but they'll never reach the light of day. Because do you think the NFL people sign something that says I won't talk about behavior?
I don't think that stops them. They also
Well,
sign a
it stopped
contract
them,
saying
but I mean-
you have to, you can't kneel. So they can protest however they want now,
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay. Well, we wanted to say right now before we get going is we're special guests because our special co-host today is Nathan of Montgomery County Lifestyle. He's going to bring along Conroe Bull Mania and then the Conroe Tigers Football Booster Club coming in today, promote the upcoming events and stuff like that. So we're excited about that. But that's around 9:30. So right now it's just us hanging out in the studio asking Sean how his weekend went.
Weekend went okay. It was busy. Got to spend some quality time with my mom. In fact, she's coming over for dinner tonight.
Aww.
I'm going to cook some lamb chops and make Mrs. Skippy just eat her tilapia because she has to be on a fish and chicken diet now.
Okay,
so I'm gonna
that's a little weird, but all right, thanks for that information.
Yeah.
How did your opening night go?
Opening weekend went really well. Friday night we had a great crowd. For those of you who don't know, I am in a play called Talk Radio, where I get to play not only a on-air talk show host, which is funny because that one, the first one I play is a slimy, like a New Jersey financial advisor who didn't take his own advice. So, there's a telling line in it. When
I'm still convinced that the only reason you agreed to co-host so you could do some method training or studying.
Yeah,
I talk show radio
I looked at my
host.
crystal ball and knew that one actor would drop out of the show. They asked me to replace him months down. I think we're coming up on a year, aren't we?
I don't know.
Because it was
I don't
right
keep track of
around.
time.
It was right around the flooding, I think, if memory serves. That I started. We got to look.
You're asking the wrong person.
Okay.
But good thing we document all of our shows.
Yeah,
in
let's go
archive
back and find
format.
out because there needs to be like a first anniversary show between us, and I need flowers that day.
Might as well do
chocolates
it.
and
Might as well
nylons.
do it tomorrow with Brett coming into the studio.
Is Brett in tomorrow?
Yeah, he's in tomorrow.
Awesome.
So it's Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. Let's go bring some tacos. But yeah, so the show went well. I get to play 6 different characters.
Okay.
And there's something going funky with Facebook
But
lately.
they really had a lot of actors drop out.
Well, no, it's 5 of those characters are callers into this radio show.
But that doesn't mean actors didn't drop out.
Well, just one did. And I replaced him.
Is that because you're so versatile as an actor?
Apparently, I am.
That, like you could do 5 different voices.
Well, because when I was asked to take part of it, I had just finished directing Kiss Me Kate like 3 days previously, and I was looking forward to the break. And the director's a really good friend of mine. When he asked me to join the production, I said, "Do you need me or do you need a body, someone? Because I can help you find someone else." And his response was that he wanted me to do it because I had the versatility. So I get to play Sydney, the slimy New York financial advisor talk show host about how basically he'll make your money for you, haha. And then I play a legless veteran named Bob, a uber Christian named Chris, a Cleveland Indians fan named Junior, a murderous guy, a serial killer named Ralph, who I like playing. I get to kill a couple of people in that one.
Okay, it's a little weird. But
How many total?
And and then one
more.
more.
How many people is he murder total, or is how many he plays?
Both probably. Plays
Yeah.
and murder.
And then a nameless guy who's hanging around, chugging beers and snickering into the phone as someone else makes the call. So.
Oh, hey, it reminded me of Legless Veterans. Did you remember we were talking about that Sacha Baron Cohen show?
Yeah,
Is it This Is America?
This
that what it
is America. I think is what.
Well,
it's
did
called.
you? Apparently, he ended the series, like the season ended,
With
and they never showed the Sarah Palin interview.
They didn't. Well, she probably sued on that one. But they did show. No, I haven't watched it. I'm not a Cohen fan, so I won't watch it. But
Well, that's the conspiracy theory is they don't want to show people because of what was actually claimed might be true.
in what context?
Well, because you know how the media and everyone was kind of giving her a hard time because she's claimed that he portrayed like stolen valor and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So, but like that's the conspiracy theory is they never showed the actual episode. They only used it as a promotional gag.
Mm-hmm. And he went with his Italian guy to try and get O.J. Simpson to confess on his show. So yeah,
I figured you'd enjoy that.
Yeah.
Little follow-up story.
little follow up on that. Let's talk about news, traffic and weather real quick.
Okay.
Because it's 9:09 on the dot, already 83 degrees. But the good news is it's only going to go up another 10 degrees. Tempered by the fact that it's going to be stormy later on today. We got a 40% chance of thunderstorms starting about 2 o'clock, wafting away this afternoon. More of the same tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, the whole week long. But that's okay, folks, because I renewed my flood insurance. So rains, bring it. I'm ready for you all week long. Highs in the low 90s, maybe even the high 80s, and lows in the mid to low 70s all week long. So humidity 86% makes it feel like 93 already. Stay hydrated.
All right. Traffic conditions. I'm not really seeing any accidents or instances being reported around the city. Or even slowdowns. I know there was some accidents previously, like on I-45 southbound, right south side of Conroe. But outside that, I haven't seen any real big slowdowns. So everything's looking good on the traffic side.
There we go. So
Well, cool.
enough about my weekend, Dick. How was your weekend?
It was fine and dandy.
It was fine and dandy.
Yeah.
Anything in particular?
No, just spend time with family and cook good food, and
Mm-hmm.
that's about it.
What'd you cook?
I cooked hamburgers, hot dogs, and I did steaks, and I did chicken. This is like my entire.
Were you smoking?
No. Unfortunately, if I knew this was going to happen, I probably would have. But my sister and her 3 kids, and my other sister, her 4 kids, and then the neighbors. The whole house was kind
Holy
of packed.
cow, that was huge.
Yeah, we had a little impromptu neighborhood block party at the at my
Very
parents'
nice.
house. So, and of course, no one cooks but me, apparently. So that's the way
Well,
that is.
tell me that they don't expect you to clean as well. Because in my house, it's like whoever cooks gets reprieved from having to clean anything.
Well, no, we all just cleaned. And then one of my nieces is learning how to clean. She's 4, and so she'll just sit there and clean the same thing for like 20 minutes. She just likes the soap.
I love doing like laundry and dishes. I love doing that because it's this repetitive automatic thing where I can turn off the brain and just go free association thinking and come up with story ideas and just fold the laundry.
Yeah. But outside that, Nathan, how about you, man? I know you're kind of busy.
It was kind of a busy weekend. Saturday was the first time I think working in the yard I almost killed myself. I am a goober, and I do not believe in getting up at 8 in the morning to mow the yard or 8 at night to mow the yard. I like kind of just going out in the middle of the day, drinking lots of water, wearing a big hat, getting it wet, and just kind of being a smart aleck and saying, I can handle it, never had a problem. Saturday, there was a couple of times where I had to sit down because things just went gray.
When your skin feels like it's boiling, that's when you know it's hot outside.
Dude, I'm telling you, I thought
Or
I was going to
cooking,
kill
not
myself.
boiling. I like, you're talking about that feeling on your cheeks. Like, man, I'm like actually cooking. I feel like. So.
Well, it was one of those things they say, be careful when you quit sweating. You know you're in trouble. I had no problem doing that, but it was fun. Then I went to HEB. They had their big kids day, and I got to help dunk some of their managers. And
Oh, they had like a thing that you throw a baseball
you
at?
throw a baseball at it, and just, full disclosure, because James and Zach and Kitty, they'll call me out. My first throw went not only over the little thing you hit, it went over the whole backdrop. And it went 100 yards.
I have issues with stuff like that because it's a hot day. Of course, they're going to want to be dunked. So, like, you got to put some stakes at it. Like, in the whole game. Like, you got to put something in the water they don't want to be in. Like, get all, like...
Dunk them in coffee, hot coffee.
Get a bunch of pig's feet or something.
Well, I got to say this. James made a comment. He walked up, Zach sitting there getting dunked, and he's like, wow, this water's kind of murky. It was clear when we filled it up. And I just didn't need to know any more than that. I was going to volunteer. They wanted Boudreaux to go in. And I just thought, no, if the water's that murky and it's just a dunk tank, I don't need to be in it.
I like the standards you set
Yeah.
yourself.
All right. Hey, Boudreaux has standards. Not everybody knows that.
I like that.
But then Saturday night was Lori Morgan, Jesse
Yeah.
Keith Whitley.
There was some cool stuff going on downtown.
That was pretty cool. There was a lot going on at Yard House. There was a band out on the street. Sandy, Martin's Hall, Ruthie, looked like a whole lot was going on down there. They had the street blocked off. Corner Pub, Red Brick had a lot going on. So it was pretty cool. There was a lot going on.
Okay. Well,
And that's kind of it. I'm just getting ready for, and we'll talk about it more in a minute, but I'm just getting excited, getting ready, doing some game planning for the big Bull Mania coming back and stuff like that. So
we'll
that's-
learn more about that.
Exactly. That's what I was, getting ready
Well,
for.
good deal. Well, we got to take
Good
our
segue.
first break. Our
Okay.
first break here on Lone Star Community Radio. It is 9:13. We'll be back with more Nathan Erzadi of Montgomery County Lifestyle, Bull Mania, and also the Conroe Tigers Football Booster Club. Will be in the studio today. And, so we'll be right back. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio.
Getting up, down, and
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936 Conroe C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
My name is Jay Stittleberg. I'm an Iraq War veteran, Naval Academy graduate, certified project management professional, and I'm running for county judge in Montgomery County. We should have a budget and a strategic plan that reflect the priorities in our county: public safety, flood mitigation, mobility and infrastructure. I will build trust in our county government through transparency and accountability, representing every resident in Montgomery County. I'm Jay Stittleberg, and I'm ready to work for you.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002, offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
he's hooked on a feeling, addicted to a natural high. Don't know why it's appealing, all he knows is he's got to ride. He's addicted to danger.
Welcome back. Mornings Lone Star, 917. Broadcasting live on Facebook Live and Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1 with our special co-host today, Nathan Arizzotti. In about 10 minutes, we're going to have some folks from Bull Mania, Conroe Bull Mania. Hey, Nathan.
You got to say that different.
Yeah, give it a little teaser. Like, exactly what is the Bull Mania coming to Conroe?
Well, first of all, you got to say Bull Mania. I mean, it's a bull, 2,000-pound bull. Bull, Conroe Bull Mania. It's the 5th year it's been here. It's a bull riding event. It's a Western Texas lifestyle themed event. You've got 20, 30 cowboys that are lucky to be weighing 165 pounds dripping wet, riding 2,000-pound beast that the beast just doesn't want them on there. And it's excitement. It's family. It's a rock and roll style show, but you got man versus beast. And you look back as kids, what kid didn't want to ever dream that they could be on the moon or be on a bull? It's cool. It's really,
We'll learn more about it.
It's a big deal to me because as a kid growing up, I just idolized him and couldn't believe it. So it's cool. It's the 5th year. The city of Conroe is a big part of it. And I'll shut up now. I get a little passionate.
Well, we'll bring that passion back at around 9:30 and learn more about it. But yeah, and
Nathan's like something in a china shop. I'm trying to find the analogy on this one. There's a visual there somewhere. He's like a
Calico cat?
He's like a chihuahua in a china shop here.
Is PETA going to show up protesting?
Oh, dude, don't even. They did.
Wouldn't they rather shoot the
They did some
bull
stuff
to
at the
keep it
Houston
from
Livestock
living
Show and Rodeo, and they just make no sense.
Well, that makes sense. It's like they kind of remind me of the Westboro Church or whatever.
Westboro, yeah.
Like they just do it for like 25% of the revenues from doing that stuff.
But okay, perfect example. I followed this one girl that was leading it up at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo because I wanted to try to understand where they came from. Beautiful girl. She's like 5'10", 6 foot tall. Half the time she was out there protesting, she was wearing a extremely skimpy bikini and painted herself up like a cow or put fake blood on herself. So I'm thinking, you're using a message that, 100 other million women are saying, don't make it a sexist thing to get it across. But they're saying things like, these animals are abused and they're separated at birth from their moms and they're beaten. Dude, these animals live in air-conditioned trailers and stuff. I mean, they're probably fed and treated better than you and me, So anyway, it's just really interesting. I tried to get into their head. I tried to understand. And after a couple of hours of watching them, I just couldn't get it.
That's one of the odd things about that organization is when you learn their ties with youth. Is it euthanizing?
Euthanization.
Yeah, they'd rather kill the bull than have the bull live in
a lot of their money
captivity.
goes to that. And that's just kind of random to me. But yeah.
Here's the thing. I respect the vegetarian, vegan, and meatless lifestyle. I have friends who are vegans. And did you know that Oreos are vegan?
I know that the creamy feeling is like shortening Crisco.
Oreos are vegan. So if you ever want to say you're vegan, just eat Oreos all day long. You're good to go.
I actually tried that one time.
What? Go vegan?
Well, no, I was reading this odd story about Oreo had the certain type of mix that does something to your, your stuff, your number 2, and then apparently people's stuff was turning pink.
Oh yeah,
and so I was like, okay, I gotta try this out. But after I ate like the 10th one, I was like, I don't want to eat anymore. How does somebody?
They had like the strawberry center.
Yeah,
Oreo
and then I started
something.
reading more and more about it, and it was like they had to eat 3 or 4 sleeves. And I'm thinking to myself, how on earth can somebody eat that in one sitting?
Hold my beer, Dick.
Do you think you could eat 4 sleeves
In my
of
youth,
Oreos?
I could.
You know what? You bring up something good. You have all these chili eating contests, hot dog eating contests, all these things. I think Lone Star Community Radio needs to partner up.
I'm not doing that again. You know
Come
that,
on.
right?
Well, we can partner up. Let's partner up with Bull Mania.
I don't mind doing like
and let's have an Oreo eating contest.
I always wanted to do the pepper challenge stuff where you can do like habaneros and then you can move upwards to like Carolinas and all that kind of pepper challenge.
You want to eat them, or
Yeah,
you want to promote it?
No, I'll eat it. I've eaten them before, so there's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to see people eat them.
So we need who are we going to get to challenge you?
Well, one thing I have learned that watching people eat that stuff is they realize they have an allergic reaction afterwards. So Like, 'cause I remember one time I ate a Carolina Reaper and I did not recover for probably like 6 hours. And I'm not talking like I was like in bed in pain. It's more of like you can kind of taste it still, and that can kind of ruin your day if you don't want to be tasting that hot stuff.
Well, if you don't eat a lot of ice cream or milk, you have problems the next day too.
Yeah, man, that's a lot of good talk right there.
This is Lone Star Community Radio, your community radio station that talks about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, still, you know what's weird to me is they have that one chip challenge, and I still haven't been able to get my hands on it. It's this really neat. It's kind of a great promotional deal. This company who makes spicy chips and everything, they make a chip called the One Chip Challenge, and it's literally one.
I was talking with my mom about that last night. You were in our conversation.
Yeah, like one tortilla chip. They literally send you one tortilla chip,
Mm-hmm.
and it's mixed with like different types of peppers, like the Carolina Reaper and stuff. And if you eat the challenge is you eat the chip and you survive. And you can like look it up on YouTube where news anchors are doing it and things like that. But they're always sold out every time I go to the website, and it's like that's their thing. They get you to get on their mailing list, and then of course that's when it happens. So, I mean, I get it, but come on, like how hard is it to make one tortilla chip and send it to me, man? I'm willing to spend $10 on one tortilla chip, and they're always sold out.
Well, you know what? We were just talking off air. It's elected official time. It's political season. Dadgummit. If they really want our vote, I think they need to prove that they have Texas values. In some of these positions,
Eat a pepper.
Democrat,
Eat
Republican,
a jalapeno.
have a jalapeno eating contest, or have one of each start with the chili pekin,
Yeah.
or the jalapeno chili pekin, and go up the ladder across from each other. Let's see who can last.
One of my favorite YouTube channels is this channel called Hot Ones, and they do a segment where they interview people and they give them 10 wings. So the hosts and the guests have to eat after each wing. They get to ask a question, and then at the very end, if they survive all 10 wings, as it progressively gets worse because of the different hot sauces, then they get to promote their product.
This is Darwinism at its finest.
So, well, it's always funny to see how people react to certain spicy foods because usually there's that one person who grew up, their mom had a grandma's recipe of some crazy thing, and so they're like, yeah, spices, whatever, just eating it. And then other people are like, no, I do not eat spicy food. And
My mother can eat jalapenos right out of the jar. She cooks as spicy as
Yeah.
she can. She actually has to have, separate the food out for me before she spices hers up. And I may actually talk her into that Dorito challenge because she could probably take
well,
you
that's if you
on.
can get your hands on it. Because if you get your hands on it, let me know because I'll buy it. I'll buy it from
want
you.
that
Is it
Dorito.
Doritos?
No, it's they make chips and they also I think they do hot sauces, but it's
the Dorito company.
So you
I
can
don't
give me
think,
the
I don't
you can give
think
me the
it's
website.
Doritos.
I thought it was.
No, I don't think so.
Can you give me the website?
One chip.
We'll see if my connections. I'm going to call them connections.
See, I think they're available. I think
That
it's just
HEB can hook
part
us
of
up.
the.
Yeah, it's called PAQI, PAQUI, and it's the One Chip Challenge. So go to PAQUI.com, and that's the company. Like someone's on eBay selling it for $150, selling a chip. A chip. But that's one thing I mean,
If there's a market,
I know yeah, see, they don't.
would you spend that? Would you buy that $150 chip?
No,
right now?
because the only reason I would ever spend that kind of money is if it's like there's only one set of plants that they don't sell that pepper, and the only way you can have one of those peppers is doing that. But people can grow these things like crazy, so I'm not really afraid of finding Carolina Reapers. I think I even saw, what did I see? Ghost peppers. I saw actual ghost peppers at HEB. Which like they try that was I was talking to one of these guys who grows peppers for like a local family thing in Houston. They have little local farms, and they can't put out those peppers because if you touch them, the oil, and so they actually had to have a special sign that says special request these following items because they can't let people just because people like to touch and feel the plants. It's like we can't let you see those. And I was surprised to see HEB. It was in one of the strawberry containers where the peppers were. You can't just reach in and grab them. So it's kind of interesting. That's they're willing to go the chance of people suing.
Well,
them.
they've got a lot of Scotch bonnet that you can just reach up there and touch, but it's usually at a higher level too.
So
Scotch bonnet's pretty.
what's Scotch bonnet? What is that?
Scotch bonnet used to be the hottest, and then manipulation has come across the ghost pepper as a hair hotter. Scotch
I've never
bonnet
seen
started
that.
like in the Jamaica, those islands. Scotch bonnet will kick your hiney, man.
Okay.
It's just a hair below Scoville units of the ghost pepper.
That's what I'm talking about. I'll be up for it.
You could take a piece. You could take a piece of the skin that big, and put it in a pot of chili, Light that chili up.
Isn't that amazing? That's wonderful.
I just have a one-word question.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, because it tastes good.
I stick with jalapenos. I know my
Any
limitations.
food
good.
that brings tears to your eyes that aren't
Someone,
tears
like-
of joy, I don't get.
Someone opened the world to me about jalapeno and Lone Star beer, and that was really good.
So in my fridge, I've actually got a 5-pack because my contractor, the one that disappeared, took one before he left. Apparently, every year HEB's got some big Hatch Pepper
Yeah.
Day thing going, and I grabbed the last 6-pack of the Hatch beer. I have it. I have 5 of them left. I'm saving them for my son to come down. He's going to come down this weekend, I think. But I can't even pepper in your beer.
Oh, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, because like if you go, like for example, you go to the corner pub, sometimes they have jalapeno juice. And
Some
you
of us
just
just
you
don't.
just do a shot of jalapeno juice in it.
Some of us just don't feel the need to overcompensate with our.
Well, my favorite thing about it
I'm
is
just
when
saying,
someone accidentally grabs your drink and tries to drink it. And they're like, "Why is this burning my lips?"
serves you right.
Guys, well, we gotta take a break. You're listening to
Okay.
Mornings Lone Star. That was a little fun pepper talk. Special co-host Nathan Arizardi, Montgomery County Live. So who's coming up next? Who you got lined up for us?
We have got Benny Cood of Cood Oilfield, who is
He has a
the
whole
brains.
oil field.
He has an oil. I'm not going to tell you.
A whole
You're gonna have to find out. Maybe not an oil field, but we teased you. You'll find out.
Okay.
He is the man behind Conroe Bull Mania, and you think I got passion?
Say
Yeah,
bull.
This
you
man
didn't
is
say
a
it
bull.
right. You didn't
This-
say it right.
Conroe Bull Mania. This guy's a bull himself.
All right. You're listening to Mornings Lone Star. We'll be right back here on irlonestar.com and Facebook Live.
No stranger, but his next needs to be satisfied.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936 Conroe C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
My name is Jay Stittleberg. I'm an Iraq War veteran, Naval Academy graduate, certified project management professional, and I'm running for county judge in Montgomery County. We should have a budget and a strategic plan that reflect the priorities in our county: public safety, flood mitigation, mobility and infrastructure. I will build trust in our county government through transparency and accountability, representing every resident in Montgomery County. I'm Jay Stittleberg, and I'm ready to work for you.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002, offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Out to New Mexico, drifting down to Santa Fe to ride a bull.
Welcome back. Mornings with Lone Star, Dick and Skippy. 9:32 on the dot. 84 degrees outside. Going to go another 9 degrees. There's a storm coming. I don't know no one's going to reply to it, but
No, because it's stupid.
it's not. You're stupid. It's a Monday morning here at Mornings with Lone Star. This is wondering. I maintain that every time someone says there's a storm coming, someone else needs to say, I know. It's like in Terminator. And I bet it's like in more movies, but Dick actually looked it up, and there's a storm coming actually is very popular in movies. In fact, I think they did a research study that said like literally 88% of all movies have a variation of "Let's get out of here" in them. That line, but Dick won't play along.
No.
So when I say
I
there's,
still think it, like no one says it, but like 2 movies.
we can make it something. They can start saying it if we let them know it's okay.
All right, but I don't care.
But I do,
Okay.
and it's about me right now. No, it's not. It's about Benny Cood.
Benny Cood.
Yeah, that segue there.
I tell you
That was like a
what.
whiplash
Oh,
segue.
Lord. Let me tell you what. We just threw him down. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Ayers out of here, Montgomery County Lifestyle, on this special edition of Mornings with Lone Star. And I get to introduce a guy that a couple of years ago I had heard of and thought it was just like a what do you call it, a fig Newton of my imagination. This guy was built up. Duke Kuhn had built this guy up that he was bigger and larger than life. Literally, Duke Kuhn talked about this guy like this guy was just, I don't know, bigger than Texas.
Gotcha.
An original
I don't
cowboy,
think
an
that's
original
possible. I don't
Texan,
think that's possible.
an original bull stock contract and oil field, drilling production kind of guy. And so I had no idea what I was going to find when I met this guy. And he's just the nicest guy, strongest businessman, but passionate about what he does. So I'm just going to throw it over and say, ladies and gentlemen, here's Benny Cood of Cood Oilfield, but Benny Cood of Conroe Bull Mania. Did I say that right?
It's your rules, man. You told us to say it a
Conroe
certain
Bull
way.
Mania. Benny Cood, welcome, dude.
Well, thank you, Nathan, and thank you for having me here today. Thank you for hosting this great event again. October the 20th, Conroe Bull Mania will be back in Conroe, Texas for the 5th year. A little history. 5 years ago, I went to the city and I said, look, I'm a Conroe kid. I grew up in this area when Conroe was a cowboy town. And I always had that dream to bring a first-class Western lifestyle event back to Conroe, Texas. And the city has made my dream come true. This year, we're going to have 30 of the top bull riders in the world from every association. It's an invitation only. It's a $30,000 prize money, beautiful saddle, beautiful buckle. The bulls will be unparalleled in the industry. They will be some of the top bulls that you'll see at the National Finals Rodeo, as well as these cowboys. You'll see them at the CBR Finals. You'll see them at the PBR Finals. You'll see them in Las Vegas in December at the National Finals Rodeo. It will be the elite bull riding in the world in Conroe, Texas, October the 20th.
Wow.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Well, and one of the things we need, there's a couple of things we can touch on there that you guys may have questions about or whatever, but I think a couple of key points there that we need to get across to people that make this different than the average bull event, and some of the other ones that you've had here, is this year it's an invitational. So
I've never encountered that with a.
It's like an
bull riding.
all-star event. In other words, you've got CBR, Championship Bull Riding, PBR, Professional Bull Riding. You got PRCA Rodeo. You got these different associations. The top riders across these associations, across the country. And Benny, is it almost across the world? Will there be possibly some riders from other countries?
Absolutely. We'll have Brazilians. We will have Australians. We will have Mexicans and some Canadians.
And so the top riders are invited. So the odds are you're going to have, well, it's not the odds are, but it'll happen, is some of these guys that you'll see there, one of them might end up being the top bull rider of the world at the end of the season. It's very possible.
Absolutely.
And then the bulls, the $1 Million Bull Team Challenge. Tell them a little bit about that, because that's what separates this event from some of the other ones, is the bulls are going to be the best of the best of the best.
The bulls that will be here will be competing actually for $2 million over a 12-month period.
Wow.
So these stock contractors that bring these bulls to Conroe Bull Mania, they come with their best bulls that will give these top bull riders an opportunity to win a lot of money, but they will also be competing for a lot of money. They will be competing for $60,000. I'm sorry, they will be competing for $75,000 at Conroe Bull Mania, just the bulls.
So that's why, guys, you may jump on this. That's why one of the little videos I did already was, are you going to be pulling for the bulls or the bull riders? Because a lot of people come to these events and they don't want to see anybody hurt, but they want to see that bull. They don't want to see a certain bull being rid for 8 seconds. They want to see that bull put on a show. And so that's the thing. These stock contractors are competing for big money for their bulls to be scored the best.
And where do we're hearing about the riders? Where do the bulls come from?
All over the United States, Texas, Oklahoma, Nevada, Louisiana, Mississippi, Ohio. We'll have bulls from all over the United States here.
Do they have like a system where they know how many times the bull has tagged somebody?
I think a bull probably carves a little notch on its.
Yeah, that's what I
side
was wondering.
But you know what? It's funny you asked that. A lot of these bull riders, whether it's mental or on paper, they research. They watch these bulls, don't they?
Absolutely. These are true athletes. To be 150 pounds to compete
So
against a bull that's 2,000 pounds.
Well-
These boys are in top physical condition, not only physically but mentally. They study game film on these bulls. They network with other bull riders. They spend hours in a film room knowing what this bull.
Well, yeah,
Know
that's
your enemy.
Well, that's one thing that's interesting to me about bull riding as a competition sport, because you can't really train or have like a lot of hands-on practice, because it's literally you're supposed to be on there for 8 seconds.
Well,
So like, how do you train for that? As like, you can't just how many times do these bull riders ride a bull every day to practice?
well, more than you think. Even the top tier in the world get on practice bulls. They call them practice bulls to create the scenario that they want to do. If there's a bull that spins to the left, and they're a left-handed rider, they want to mentally get their game plan together by picking a practice bull that may simulate that bull that they're going to be in competition on. And it's just like any other sport. You can get rusty.
This is true.
Well, so they're behind the scenes. There's one of the bull riders we had that we interviewed last year, who did a major effort and called in all the cavalry to help with Hurricane Harvey. What was his name that lives down south of Houston? I can't remember.
Oh, way to put him on
Not
the
Cody.
spot.
I'm sorry. We had him on the air, but he has a practice arena down there that a lot of people come to and will practice there at his arena.
Damon Haynes.
Yes, Damon Haynes.
Damon
We had him
Haynes.
on the air here at Lone Star. He came in and interviewed.
Okay.
Yeah, Damon Haynes was actually trapped in his own home for almost a day and a half. But once he got out to safety, he went and gathered up boats and support, and he helped his neighbors. So, we'll have those type of cowboys that remember they'll be here, that were here last year, and they know what Conroe has done for Hurricane Harvey.
And it's interesting to watch these guys. You'll watch these guys back. You guys need to come. You guys need to come this year. You need to come
Well, what
back.
day? Let's tell the audience, what day is it, and what does it entail? Is it an all-day event, or is it family friendly and things like that? Let people know real
Pick that,
quick.
Benny.
It's October 20th.
Okay.
It's on a Saturday. It starts at 8 o'clock. But be there earlier. There's a lot of things going on. We have a mutton busting plan prior to the event for all the local kids. There's a lot of things. There'll be vendors. There'll be food. There'll be a lot of things going on prior to the 8 o'clock event.
Yeah, there's more things in the works that we can announce in a little bit later
Yeah.
on. We want to make sure we've got it in place, but we want to extend it and make it a bigger family event than it's ever been before. Veterans, military are honored, first responders, teachers, just the community, everybody in the community that gives back to the community. We try to find a way. It may just sometimes be an announcement, but to give love back to the community. And that's what you'll find these cowboys. You'll find these cowboys and these stock contractors and the people behind the chutes. That's why I said you got to be in the dirt back there. This guy will be fixing to ride a bull, competing against me, and you'll see this guy here telling him, okay, remember he goes to, okay, do this. Okay, what about your hand? They're helping each other, and they're competing against each other for $30,000. And they're back there helping each other. It's just an athlete. It's a sport. It's a mentality that just unfortunately, in a lot of sporting events, we just don't have anymore. And a lot of things in life, we just don't have that camaraderie and that professionalism.
Well, we're going to take a quick break and learn a little bit more about the Bull Mania coming October 20th, folks. If you got questions, let us know on Facebook Live, or you can email us at mwls at irlonestar.com. You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio. It's 9:43. We'll be right back.
Don't know why it's a feeling. All he knows is he's got to ride.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936-CONROE-C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
My name is Jay Stittleberg. I'm an Iraq War veteran, Naval Academy graduate, certified project management professional, and I'm running for county judge in Montgomery County. We should have a budget and a strategic plan that reflect the priorities in our county: public safety, flood mitigation, mobility and infrastructure. I will build trust in our county government through transparency and accountability, representing every resident in Montgomery County. I'm Jay Stittleberg, and I'm ready to work for you.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002, offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Welcome back. Morning's Lone Star. Dick and Skippy, 9:46 on the dot. 84 degrees still out there. Going to get hot and going to get stormy, so be cautious out there. If you haven't renewed your flood insurance, do it today. Because, a lot of people don't know there's a 30-day moratorium.
I've heard that so many times from you.
Well,
A storm is coming. I know. I already got.
I like the way you said it's
okay,
going to
you
get
said it, right?
stormy.
You said it. So
I know, but
I'm
then
good
you're
now.
not including the other one you do is get flood insurance. 30 days.
Yeah. It's a PSA.
Okay.
I got nowhere to go with that.
There you go. Well,
We are talking to Benny Cude here. I myself am wondering, Benny, since you're in the oil and gas industry, have you ever thought about legally changing your name, adding an R to Crude? And
Well, I get called that all the time.
I believe it.
Well, we're talking about Bull Mania that's coming October 20th to the location will be the fairgrounds as tradition.
Expo Arena.
5th year. And what I kind of want to know, if you don't mind telling me, is go through the day. Like, say I have a family of 4. What do I need to plan for? What do I need to expect? How much money is it going to cost me, and things like that?
Well, the tickets are on sale now through eventbrite.com. That's the ticket outlet we use every year. The tickets range from $20 up to $100, but all the seats are very good. The arena is positioned where there will be no bad seats in the house. So $100 plus your popcorn, Cokes, hot dogs, another $20-$30.
Bud Light.
Yeah.
You gotta get your Bud Light budget figured out before you get
Well,
to the show.
Nathan's in charge of that.
That's funny.
Let me tell you what's cool about and kids under a certain age are free. I forget what that is, I think, and then $15 is the youth tickets up to a certain age. And I apologize, I don't remember that off the top of my head. But what's really cool is that it's a family event. If you go back and if you'll go to the Facebook page Conroe Bull Mania, the event Conroe Bull Mania 2018, I've been putting some pictures up from previous years, and this week I'm going to really load it up with a ton of different small albums. When you look in the stands, you'll see the mom and dad and the 2 or 3 kids. There was a lot of, and I don't know if they were single moms or maybe
Oh,
the
here we
dads were
go.
doing somewhere
Here's
else.
the pitch.
No, I don't know if they were single moms or if the dads were out hunting or working, but it was really cool to see a lot of moms there, a lot of women there with their
one
kids.
thing about this event, and it's not as rare out here, but some folks who might be living in Houston or in the Woodlands or whatnot are not used to seeing bull riding all the time. Because certain rural areas around Texas, it's a normal thing, like your local corral, and that's like where people practice every Saturday, Sunday, and especially at nights, because it's a big deal to have the corral have lights. One of my Holly's family lives up over there in Atlanta, Texas, and their local corral just got lights installed, so it was like a big deal to folks to be able to practice at night. But you don't realize what kind of impact it has on the community. So it's cool to go see these events, and if you haven't experienced it, definitely get a ticket. I just posted the Eventbrite link on Facebook Live on the 2 videos right there, so make sure to click that link and get tickets today.
Well, and I want to hit something real quick. Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is awesome. I grew up. I'm a Texas boy. I'm 55 years old, fixing to be 56. In fact, we need to have a birthday party for me that day because that's like a week away. But
Oh, thanks for
Good
telling me.
pick there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up.
Hey, have
I
a birthday
grew
party
up-
for me, okay?
Yeah, I grew up down low, watching the rodeo clowns. Of course, you call them clowns, then they're bullfighters now. Watching the people, watching the buck bronking. We went for the rodeo. Now people go for the concert, and that's fine. But what is it now? 50, 60 bucks to get a freaking ticket? And $10 for a beer and $8 for a Coke? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's great. Folks, go to the Livestock Show and Road. It's a great event. But you can come up here to Conroe, whether you live in Montgomery County, come from Brenham, come from Lufkin, come from Beaumont, Baytown, Pearland, freaking come from Galveston. It's in, what, an hour and 15-minute drive?
Not the way I drive, my friend.
But, Benny, what is it, 4 hour show?
Actually, the bull riding itself will last for about 2 hours, maybe 2 hours, 15, 20 minutes.
And then we're going to have some of the pre-stuff
Yes,
and,
yes.
and some fun stuff. But
We're
the
gonna have a-
whole time you could be there's 3 or 4 hours, give or take.
three and a half hours.
Yeah. For $20 for an adult, $15 for a kid, you'll see some of your friends, your buddies, your partners. Like Benny said, there's not a bad seat in the house.
Well,
know?
if you're, need a pre-show, Dick and I can sign up to be, like the little mechanical bull riders.
Dude,
Wheel one of those
let's
out.
get a sponsor and let's make that happen.
I'm not afraid to do that, right?
We could probably put bull poker together for you guys.
Oh, have you seen that?
Oh, is that a new thing?
Yeah,
I've never
I'm
heard
afraid
of
to
it.
ask.
Oh, you need to go look it up. I've seen
Bull
it. Tell 'em
poker?
up. Yep.
Yeah,
John Cisneros is over there saying he'll do it. Cisneros
Is it-
Concrete might be our sponsor on that
So
one.
what entails bull poker?
Well, it's where 4 guys sit at 3 tables, so you'll have 12 guys out in the center of the arena,
Oh, great.
and they're playing cards. Now, obviously, somebody
The last one to fold wins.
No, obviously somebody's back is to the chute that they turn the wild Mexican bull loose,
Mexican fighting bull, baby.
and there's a predetermined prize normally of $100 or a gift certificate or a hat.
Get out of the emergency room free card.
I like this hat idea.
But-
I need a hat.
But the last man sitting after they turn the bull out wins.
Now, is this something someone made up like at midnight after a couple?
I'm thinking tequila was involved
yeah,
with
like,
the
I mean,
formation of
this
this
is-
game.
Yeah, I think when it was put together, it was probably tequila induced.
Oh my
I
lord!
can't. Hold on. So, is this a real deal though? Were you
Go to
really having-
YouTube. People really do this.
Oh, yeah. I don't. That doesn't surprise me. I don't know if I might be able to do it.
You know those big inflatable
Depends
things
on
that
the
you
hat.
put around you, you get in and you go bump each other?
Yeah.
Okay. They do that. I've seen that at some places. They let a bull loose, and there's these guys that are in a big circle. And they have to stay in that circle. If they get out before the bull gets them, well, they're disqualified. And they see that bull coming, and they hit that sometimes, and that guy goes up in the air, 30 feet up in the air, flying. We need to get a
Wow.
sponsor. Let's get a sponsor. Let's do that. Brought to you by Lone Star Community Radio.
Or, and I'm just gonna throw this out there, we don't do that.
Hey,
I
you,
just-
you 3 guys would be perfect.
3.
Why,
Oh, you talking
thank
about John
you.
over
I-
there?
How about you?
I like being in the barrel, man.
So if I hold on to the chair, does that count? Or do I have to be like the whole thing? The poker deals, you have to be sitting, right?
You probably won't be holding onto the chair when the bull hits you.
Well, I'm saying the rules. The rules are your butt has to be in a chair, right?
Yes.
Well, I got to ask, have there been any super glue scandals in these
Yeah, I feel like that
in
could.
these competitions before?
No.
You know, like little resin
Man,
on the
that's
on the
wonderful.
hand there.
But there's been some world records in the 50-yard dash made.
There you go. Heck, I'd beat that one, I think.
Yeah, you get a free box of Depends in advance. Okay?
Right?
Well, with all this stuff going on, where can people go to learn everything Conroe Bull Mania? Because it sounds like you need sponsors. You maybe need participants. I'm not really sure how that works. I don't
Well,
know how the bull
that's a
riding
good
world
thing.
works.
Benny, because we've got a lot of interest and we're starting to talk to some more people here. Tell them real quick about sponsorship opportunities.
Well, the Conroe Convention Bureau and the city are our title sponsors again this year for the 5th year.
Mhm.
We have Cavender's Western Store, which is a great supporter of the Conroe area and anything Western lifestyle. We have Henry Rifles this year, which is a nationwide. They build some of the finest rifles that you could ever, and they do a lot for veterans. They do a lot for different organizations, and I call them and talk to them about we're coming back to Conroe this year, and there's still a lot of healing going on in Hurricane Harvey, and they said, well, we want to be involved. So Henry Rifles is in this year, and a new sponsor is Naskeela Gaming in Livingston, which is the Alabama Coshada Reservations Casino. So they're new this year, and we expect several more to sign up to sponsor again this year.
So where can people find phone number, or how do I find more information about sponsoring the event?
You can call me at 281-787-4160.
Okay.
We've also got a Facebook page, Conroe Bull Mania. We have an event page, Conroe Bull Mania 2018. We're in the process of loading that up with a lot of new stuff.
Yeah, I've already went there, and it looks
Yep.
like you got videos on there and everything.
We've got a lot more videos that we're going to be rolling out slowly. Like every day, some new pictures, some new things, announcing new sponsors. One thing that we have this year is we've got a new sponsorship level. Big thing is there's a lot of companies out there that want to be involved in the community. They want to give back. They want to promote things. They want to promote things so that their name gets out there, But they don't have $15,000 to be a presenting sponsor. Some of them may not even have $5,000. But it's just like my friends at Woodforest told me in 1981, they didn't have $5,000 to give to sponsor. But they had 500 here, 500 there, 1,000 here, 1,000 there. So we've introduced some lower level sponsorships to give good companies a chance to get involved, get their name in front of 3, 4, 5,000 people. We're going to give a lot of love through social media, and then gives them a chance to bring out some of their clients, some of their employees, and then just for $2,500, a lot of these companies can bring out some of their clients, bring out some of their associates, and get a lot of recognition for being there. And $2,500 is a lot, but it's also not a lot for what this event, what Benny, knowing business, knowing what it means to be a smaller company, grow to a bigger one, really trying to focus on giving you value for your dollar, not just grab your dollar.
Yeah, we want to make it affordable for anybody who wants to come out and support Conroe.
Because that's what it boils down to.
That's it.
Supporting the community. Supporting the community.
Cool. Well, you heard it, people. We have been talking to Benny Cute of Cute Oil Field and Bull Mania. See, I know how to bring it. Happening on
Bull Mania.
Bull Mania. There's the bull coming. I
There you go.
I thought I'd try that.
Sorry.
No. Are you going to GoPro, Nathan? And when you hop in the barrel, you're going to strap a GoPro to your head?
Well, I don't know that Bull Mania is going to put me in the barrel. I don't know the
we'll pay
bullfighters
extra
that are
for
coming.
that. We'll sponsor for that.
But I know that I've already talked to the guys that do the Montgomery County Fair and Rodeo, and they said I can do it again. And this year, I've got to strap on a GoPro because I think they're going to make sure the little fighting bulls hit me this year.
You can't.
Yeah, they're just
can't
gonna,
promise
They're just
anything.
going to rub chum.
Well,
bull
again-
chum
Dude, I've
on
got the video. If you see the video, you see the bullfighter bringing the bull. He comes around the barrel and grabs it, and he's trying to get the bull, and just a split second and an inch away, the bull goes around and misses me.
Insane. People, go on Facebook, look up Conroe Bull Mania. Set your calendars for October 20th. at the Lone Star Expo Center.
Yes, sir.
And Benny, thanks for partaking of the morning with us.
Thank you, guys. We look forward to seeing everyone October the 20th, Lone Star Arena, Conroe Bull Mania.
There we go. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with John Cisneros, Conroe High School. He's a tiger. He's a real tiger, Dick.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We went from bulls to tigers.
Yeah.
Bulls
Oh,
and
my.
tigers, full of
Lions
animals
and
today.
tigers and bulls.
Mornings with Lone Star here on irlonestar.com. Don't forget, this show today is sponsored by Conroe Coffee, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, and Jay Stilberg for County Judge. We're going to take our top of the hour break here on Lone Star Community Radio. We'll be right back.
Danger, rule by passion and pride.
Hey guys, Connor from the Ticket Stub, and you are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
Have a legal question? Are you a resident of Montgomery County? Call 281-645-6344 to talk to a volunteer attorney from the Woodlands Bar Association. We answer the phones on the first Monday of every month at 281-645-6344 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to provide general legal information and information about legal resources to Montgomery County residents.
Remember to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on your computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas.
Hey guys, this is Connor.
This is Dick.
This is Chris.
And we're with the Ticket Stub Podcast every Thursday live at noon on 104.5 and 106.1 FM in the Conroe area. Also, anytime at irlonestar.com. You go to irlonestar.com/TTS. You can find all of our social media.
And don't forget, we give away 2 tickets to the Grand Theater on every show.
If you like movies and you like complaining or celebrating anything that has to do with the silver screen, check out the Ticket Stub Podcast and join us every Thursday at noon o'clock on Lone Star Community Radio. Welcome back, Mornings Lone Star, irlonestar.com, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and worldwide, Facebook Live, all that kind of good stuff. We are back for another hour of Mornings Lone Star, leading up to 11 o'clock, so make sure you're watching us on Facebook, or if you want to message us, all you got to do is email us at mwls@irlonestar.com. And right now, we shifted over. Bull Mania is coming your way October 20th. If you missed that interview, don't forget we archive all of our shows on YouTube, and we podcast every episode by the next day. So if you're a big podcast listener, subscribe to Mornings Lone Star on iTunes and Google Play. Sean. All right. And our special co-host today is Nathan Arizotti of Montgomery County Lifestyle. Nathan.
What
All right.
home?
So who do we have now?
We have a very shy, quiet, somewhat timid of a
So
man.
why
We're
did
gonna
you
have to
invite
bring-
him in the studio
Well,
then?
because his wife, his counselor, his priest, his his family called and said, Nathan, we need to help bring this guy out of his shell.
Okay.
And help him out.
Well, I'm glad we could be a part of that.
'Cause we're community
that
radio, we're helping the
process.
community.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
We're here for the community. You know how it is.
This guy needs no introduction, but he's going to get one.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who he
I
is.
feel like we
needs an
already did
introduction.
that. I
Here's
think
what's cool.
we already
There's so
did
much
that.
more about him that I haven't even talked about that we're going to put him on the spot. He's not a self-promoter, but he's going to have to. I met this guy just through Facebook.
Yes.
And we've been seeing each other at different events and stuff like that, and we haven't had a chance to go break bread and really get to know each other. We're going to go, hopefully this week, to West Tabernacle Church over there, Pastor Shelton's place, and eat the best fried catfish in all of Texas. But ladies and gentlemen, this is John Cisneros, who is Mr. Conroe High School football booster. Mr. loves to help out people in the community behind the scenes, doesn't want to be seen, but we need to talk about it every now and then. This is Mr. He can smoke and cook and barbecue on a pit and make food better than most of the restaurants in Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Mr. John Cisneros.
Well, thanks y'all for having me today. I appreciate it. I'm John Cisneros. I'm president of the Conroe High Football Booster Club, and I want to thank Dick and everybody for having me out today and talk about a couple of events that we have coming up for our football team and our new coach that we have. I'm class of 97, so I graduated here at Conroe High. I'm an alumni here.
Whoa. Class of what?
97.
Dadgum, he's young. Wait, I'm looking at you. You're young, too. Sean, dadgum, he's young.
Methuselah is young to me. Look it up, kids.
Has football started?
We start, practice has been starting already. Our first game is September 1st, this Saturday.
You know what's funny is I have season tickets this year.
Do you?
Yeah.
How many do you have? Like
2.
So I'm going to get invited at some point.
Yeah.
We're going to partake of the
Oh,
football
you have
experience.
those tickets,
I
don't you?
have those tickets.
He has 50-yard line down. He's got some of the best season tickets you can buy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lynn Hawthorne and Carl and Lynn Howard of the Conroe Isaac Homestead.
Mm-hmm.
Dick was in the Isaac Conroe lookalike contest.
Was that what you?
Yeah.
Real close.
They felt so
I was
bad
about
for
to
me.
say, did he win?
No, but let me tell you what. It's the young man who is an actor. He's going off
Oh
University
no,
of Texas.
I'm gonna say this officially. He cheated.
He cheated.
He had a
Yeah,
fake
he used
mustache that
prosthetics,
looked so
and he had a
good.
costume department and all that kind of stuff. So it didn't say that was allowed or wasn't allowed.
Dick, the color green does not look
And
good on you, my friend.
I'm just letting you know.
Dude, if the other kid didn't have the fake mustache, it would have been a
Okay,
tough
now you
match.
do understand that Charlie Chaplin once entered a Charlie Chaplin lookalike
And
contest,
lost.
Came in third.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my argument was is he was leaving town, and so I was like, well, I want those tickets. So I got those tickets because he's not even gonna live here.
Man,
well,
those
look who
are- he's
had the
got
last
great
laugh
seats,
on
dude.
that one.
Well, every seat there's a good seat there at Conroe High.
Yeah, that's true.
Has anyone ever like come to you and demanded to have 52-yard tickets?
Not to me.
I'd be that guy just to mess with it. I want 52-yard line tickets.
Well, I know I'm excited about the season because I never actually had season tickets to pretty much anything. So I'm really going to work on my commitment level. And I told my fiance that I want to go to these games. So if she doesn't want to go, that's fine. But she's first invite because I guess that's the polite thing to do.
you know, what you
But
should
then,
do. We should have like win a date with Dick.
Yeah, I could-
giveaways.
Yeah,
You want to?
that
go
could
to
be a
football game
booster
with
thing.
Dick?
Be Dick's
Be
game.
Dick's date.
And you know what? We'll let him tell you more about it too. But this is the second year I'm not going to watch any NFL. I watched 0
Oh, you're
minutes.
one of those people.
Absolutely.
One of those people.
Hey, I didn't watch it before, so
I didn't watch it. I'm not watching it this year, but I don't care anymore. I
I'll
don't-
make sure I make up for your lack of
Do
watching
it.
it. I'll watch it for you.
But let me tell you what, when
Watch
you
it
put it
twice.
in perspective, the prima donnas, and some of them are great. They worked hard to get there. But then you look at these kids, and the majority of them are not going to get a scholarship. And the ones that do, the odds are they're not going to play professionally. I mean, we hope that it can happen, and we push that dream. Don't get me wrong.
I imagine some of them don't really care. I imagine there
That's
are
what
some
my
who want to
point.
go to the
They're
NFL,
just,
but
you go watch them on Friday night.
some of
and
them are
the
like, I do it for the
passion.
cheerleaders, man. That's what I do it for the chicks. Friday
Well,
nights.
No, talk about that, man.
Well,
why you're a booster of that?
Our new coach that we have, Coach Hardiman, has been doing a great job with bringing new scouts to see the boys, know the boys, send videos, send stuff. They're actually doing a great job on the scouting part of that for getting our kids to the next level. He really enjoys that, getting the kids to the next level, and that's what he likes to do. He came from A-Leaf Taylor. He was the recruiting coordinator over there at A-Leaf Taylor that has boys playing all over in Division I. I think he's got a kid right now playing. He's a rookie playing for the Texans right now that went to A-Leaf Taylor through his program there. So he's real excited, not just with our team, with other teams too, okay, helping other teams out at the same time so the kids get recruited and get the acknowledgement right there. The old school ways of the scouts coming to see you is not there anymore. It's about who you know. And we have our coach has a big Rolodex of people coming to see our kids. So our kids are really enjoying that, seeing them coming out there. They don't get to talk to them anything, but they're out there looking. As far as I've seen Baylor out there, I've seen UT, I've seen Utah, Arkansas, big name colleges out there looking at our boys. So it's really exciting seeing that.
But the passion, we'll go back to the Friday Night Lights, the passion that these boys have, and the coaches. It's in no, again, I'm not being, political about the NFL thing, other than that's their job, and that's great they got there. This isn't a job. They still got to study like the rest of the kids. Yeah. Some of them still have jobs. Some of them still have commitments, and they're out there killing themselves. Why?
Well,
for the chicks, man.
Yeah.
That's probably some of it.
I got 2 words: cheerleaders.
Well, I'll tell you what, the cheerleaders usually take them away from the football team.
Exactly.
That's what usually happens when they get that.
Well, I know. We've interviewed the homeschooling head coach. I don't know, what was the official team? It was the Lion.
Yeah, I think it was the Lions. It was the Montgomery County, the homeschool cooperative. But
it was interesting. It was interesting to hear like why they do it and about team building and things like that. And so you are with the Booster Club, who helps. I guess the Booster Club really helps keep the glue on for the team, and like they have the proper like pads and things like that.
Yeah, well, we call ourselves the team behind the team.
Okay.
And we help out. This past year, we bought them all new helmets for the varsity level. I know last year there was a problem with the South County teams, a kid getting hurt. So we wanted to make sure all of our kids had up-to-date helmets so we don't have that problem in our program. We've also bought our kids this year all new, brand new Nike uniforms for away and home games and pants. So full uniform. It was a big purchase for us that we did this year. We also, with safety, we bought our linemen new leg gear for their legs so they don't get hurt during the games. So that was another big purchase. And also keeping up with the technology. We bought coaches new cameras for scouting, for game day, every day they use for their practices. So it was
so they can watch the films and get better and learn and stuff.
Yes. And most of the money that we have gotten has come from the community out here. McKenzie's Barbecue, More Supply. We also had some without the community. Hyundai in spring has helped us. Planet Forward. Several, Buckaloo has helped us. There's been a lot of people outside the community and the community help us. And I want to let them know, too, that they thank you for everything. Our boys really appreciate it.
And that's one of the things a lot of people don't know is the days back when some of us were in school where you had a lot of money for the programs, you had a lot of money for band, you had a lot of money for orchestra. Right or wrong, I don't understand it. I haven't taken really a chance to get into it and look into it because I know I'll get frustrated and upset. But you got kids that can't do some of these sports and stuff like that because they can't afford to buy some of the stuff they need, and the school districts don't provide as much as they used to or as often, like you said, the new helmets. It's not that Conroe Independent School District had unsafe helmets. You just took it to a better, higher level because we got to.
Exactly. I tell my parents at the Booster Club meetings right now, if we want to compete at the next level, getting to the playoffs, state, we got to have state-of-the-art stuff like they do in South County. And if we want to be the same way as South County, the kids see that stuff. Hey, they have the new joystick with the Kung Fu grip on it. Why don't we have it over here, right? So we want to keep up with them. And the only way we can do that is through help with the community.
And one thing, I know we're probably fixing to, or we can, after we take a break, talk about it too, because I really want you to see the passion in John's voice, his eyes, because I second it. is these kids, whether they have this fantastic, wonderful home life or not, they need to know they're cared about. They need to know that someone cares about them, the community cares about them. You know, I don't know each one of our upbringing. We're friends, we know, kind of, but not everybody had the Leave It to Beaverland upbringing. And especially nowadays. Nowadays, it takes two incomes. And if there's only one mom or one dad at home, sometimes they're working two jobs or something like that. And that kid is carrying the load. My mentee and project mentor, he's got 5 brothers and sisters and a mom. He doesn't get to do what some of the other kids in school get to do. So by seeing the community come behind him and do little things, he'll talk about, you know, eating and things like that. There's a story that people just don't know. And this is just one group that he's helping, but they also are giving back to the community by giving us Friday Night Lights. I look forward to seeing you there, dude.
Me too.
You get caught up. I'm on the sidelines a lot of times taking pictures and stuff.
Is
And
that
it
Labor Day
wild.
weekend, the opening day?
The opening day is the Labor Day weekend, but it's in Katy.
Okay.
It's in Katy. We want to bring Conroe to Katy over there. That's what our plans are.
Okay, I don't think my tickets are good over there, just to let you know.
But you know what? You might be able to find somebody that can.
So-
If you want to go to Katy,
When's the first home game?
Our first home game is the second week in September. I think it's the 7th.
Okay.
September 7th.
All right, there you go. Well, we get to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to learn about an upcoming fundraiser the Booster Club's doing. I want you guys to know more about that and how also you can get involved and get ready for the football season starting, in 2 weekends? Or next weekend.
This weekend coming up, this Saturday.
So this Saturday is what?
It's our first.
So that's the Katy game?
Katy
Huh.
game.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend coming up.
Oh, man, I'm behind.
So am I.
You're listening to Mornings to Lone Star here on IRLoneStar.com. We'll be right back, folks.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on IRLoneStar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at IRLoneStar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
What can the Better Living for Texans program do for you? You can learn how to increase your consumption of fruits and vegetables, choose foods that are relatively inexpensive and good to eat, make your food dollars last longer, prepare quick, nutritious meals, help your children learn how to eat healthier snacks, and much more. Our program is committed to helping people like you improve your health through providing research-based nutrition education in a friendly, cost-free, and relaxed environment. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Hey, Montgomery County and online listeners. Thank you so very much for checking out Jazzy Vibes with Soul. What? You haven't done so yet? Well, you've got to tune in. Hi, I am the host of Jazzy Vibes with Soul, Miss CeCe Holmes, and I invite you to check us out every Friday and Saturday from 7 until 9 p.m., where you will get the best in old school R&B and, of course, a little smooth jazz to make it jazzy. So tune in. That's right, tune in every Friday and Saturday right here on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM or worldwide at irlongstar.com.
No return. Climbing over that chute.
Hey, welcome back. 10:19 on the dot at the Lone Star Studios. This Mornings with Dick and Skippy. Special guest host with us, sitting in with us, Nathan Arizati.
Hey.
87 degrees outside. We're also got special guest in the studio, John Cisneros, president of the Conroe High School Tiger Booster Club. They're talking about some fun stuff going on. I grew up like overseas, so I'm not much into American sports. I grew up on rugby. And so I laugh at the concept of, helmets and pads and stuff. Yo, wussies, you want to play a man's game? Come play rugby. I'm just throwing that down to see what kind of response I got.
Let's suit him up. Let's suit him up.
Oh, man.
Hey, them rugby players right there can play.
I know, dude.
It's, if you walked out of a rugby game with like all your teeth and nothing broken, you just weren't playing.
When I lived in St. Augustine, Florida, before I moved back, Jacksonville got a new team, got a rugby team, professional team. I went to one of the games. It would be like sitting 50-yard line here at the Conroe High School. Oh, my God. I didn't know. I couldn't watch half of it. It was just insane. Just the way these guys hit and then just bone crushing.
It was fun. It was a way to get out a lot of aggression. But if you want to see something really unique, watch Australian rules football. It's like kind of rollerball, just without the skates, I guess. Just.
And then when they do that little
Scrum.
Mm-hmm.
How come there's not more ripped ACLs and MCLs and torn ligaments?
The scrum,
the front line of the scrum, you have your hooker, who's the guy that hooks the ball out. And then
now it's getting stormy, huh?
And then your two props on the side, and you lock.
But those are also traditionally set up. So it's not like everyone looks at each other, let's do this. It's more of like, all right, everyone get in position.
Oh, no, your position is this is the hooker.
But I can just see the knee popping this way and popping that way. And
well,
stuff.
The body's pretty resilient, man.
Okay, I'm getting old.
Yeah. Dude, we are there. We got there.
Well, I want to know what's coming up for the boosters because, like you said, you're kind of the team behind the team. And that also means you guys have organized events, fundraisers. You help new parents and things like that. So tell me about what's coming up between now and the first team or the first game or the second game, or what do you want people to know right now?
So right now, our next event that we have is this Friday. We're having a luncheon here at the First Baptist Church at 12 o'clock with Coach Hardiman. Will be there, and also it will be catered by Daryl's Cater with Mickey Childress. We're excited about that back. When I went to school here, that was a big deal. The luncheons, and the last couple of years has gone away. I want to bring that back to the Conroe right there, where the whole city area gets involved with it. And through the mayor, Judge Spikes, he's going to get involved. A couple other people are going to help us get involved with that. We want to bring it back where the community is looking at some of the boys. Every week we'll bring some of the boys there. We'll also have some band members there. We'll have some cheerleaders there. It's not just about the football team. It's about everybody involved with the football game. So that's why we bring the cheerleaders and the band with us.
Well, I know that's something that we've spoken about in the past in the sense of why isn't it normal anymore for people who do not have kids go see the football team? And I know smaller towns have an easier way because it's like, some people say it's the only thing to do on Friday nights. But now with Conroe, and it's kind of a new mentality, like, hey, come out, meet the players, come out and support your local football team. And especially with me having access to the tickets, I was like, you know what? I didn't even go see when I went to school, in college. I never went to a football game, and I never went to a high school football game really that much without if it was guaranteed. All my friends, oh yeah, we're going to. Okay, I guess I have to go to the football game because everyone else I know is going to the football game. But
you said something there, and you're right. And in opportunity, you said it's kind of new. What's sad is it shouldn't be. Because I remember I didn't play football. I played soccer. I ran cross country. But the city would shut down. And you're right, though. The smaller cities definitely do. To come out And a lot of people didn't come out because they liked football. They came out because it was a community event. You shook hands with, people you did business with, but you came and supported the kids, the football team, the cheerleaders, the band, the drill team. Now we've got the ROTC that's involved, and the teachers. And you came out and did that too. We need to get back to that. I think that's one of the things that's going to help the community from here to America is get back to the basics.
Yes, and you're absolutely right, because I remember when I was played here myself, is that I had we have adopt a tiger, and that means out there where somebody comes out and adopts one of our players, and that game they go take them a note saying good luck, or wear this wristband right here for good luck, something that somebody in the community knows that they love them out there besides their own family. And it's a great event to get involved with if you haven't gotten involved with it so far.
Like, to give you an idea of my first experience of Friday Night Lights is I went to school in Abilene. And in Abilene, there's 2 major high schools that compete. And it's hilarious when you go on certain parts of the town, because I think, if I remember correctly, the one high school was gold and black, and the other high school was like red and white. And the local establishments, it was weird to see the local businesses that have, like, they support this school, and then you go next door, oh, they support the other school, and things like that. And there was a healthy competition with the teams, and especially getting the community involved. And I guess the only reason I could say it's kind of died down a little bit is just because football is so big. I mean, you have so many teams that have, like, for example, in Conroe High School, how many teams are there, or how many kids participate in football?
Right now in the program, I believe we have 325 boys.
That's crazy.
From freshman to varsity.
And with varsity and all the way to freshman, do they all play on Fridays, or is it? I mean, how can you fit that many games in?
We have our sub-varsities, which is our JV, and our freshmen play on Thursday nights, and our varsity plays either on Friday or Saturdays, whatever the schedule comes through.
And I mean, to me, that's kind of a hard thing to wrangle because there's so much. And especially with Conroe ISD having major, so many big high schools here. I don't know who was telling me there's 19 high schools here.
In Montgomery County?
In Montgomery County. That includes private. That
Between
includes
CISD and all the other.
Yeah, because I was talking to one of the Courier sports guys, and they mentioned that. And I was like, man, that's got to be crazy to try to wrangle all that information and get everything right because, with the paper, you're trying to get it out. But with you guys, Conroe High School, y'all are just the fields were located right there on 105. And what's the cross street? What would you say? It's at the school.
I would say
right across from Woodforest Bank, and
I would say that's Wilson Road right there.
Yeah,
it don't cut through all the way anymore.
No, but you know what? And not just for Conroe High, but every single high school, junior high, the community just needs to get out more and support. I think we just get busy. I think the American life is so busy now, so many opportunities to do other things. I just think we're missing out on a little bit of Americana. And for a couple of hours, go out and enjoy the band who's out there practicing.
We have an amazing band.
Oh, my
God.
God.
I believe they have 450 in their program. It's an amazing band we have.
The marching band.
The marching band.
Considered world class.
They've
won world class events.
Do they do it like in school and college where the band's there during the whole game playing?
Yes.
So that's really cool.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then the drill team, the Golden Girls, are on the field at halftime. They're in the stands doing stuff.
Golden Girls.
No, they really are called the Golden Girls.
That's awesome.
No, okay, I've got to ask this.
You better watch out because there's some judges. Judge Robin, who was a Golden Girl, and she'll get you.
She's gonna get you.
Judge Robin's gonna get you.
Now I gotta ask this because since I'm gonna be participating as an audience member at the games, I need to know. I don't want to sound like an outsider. Is there a chance I need to know? Is there you know how like the
we got the spirit. Yes,
is
we
it Central
do.
Florida that has the Indian thing? What is it called?
We have the Tiger Boogie. That's what we have.
Tiger Boogie.
The Tiger Boogie.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a song that's been here for generations.
Since 1940 something. It was written.
Yes.
It was written in 1940 something.
Okay.
Is there a dance that goes with it?
Not in the audience.
Well, it sounds like a boogie thing.
Well, the drill team and the cheerleaders, they're doing the dance. Okay. You guys don't have to do the dance.
I want
to
do
stand. There's the Tiger song, and I forgot it.
It's the
Fight
Golden
song.
White song, the Conroe Fight song. Yes.
Okay.
The school song.
What do you do when it plays? Do I have to do anything special?
Stand.
You stand up.
Okay.
You stand for the gold and white. That's what you do.
Okay. And do you say charge, or do we do anything like that?
You need to Google it and learn the song, but maybe if we'll help you learn it, maybe we'll.
Well, what's the rule on face
Oh
paint?
my God!
Is there a
What do you
face paint
think?
meetup?
You think we
before?
can talk to
body paint?
We can
Yeah,
talk
body
to
paint.
Miss Heineman and see if we can get him down there with the cheerleaders.
Oh, I
to
bet we
sing it.
could.
Is there a face painting meetup beforehand?
I bet we can make that happen too.
Every week is a theme.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the kids every week, I believe that the cheerleaders give a theme out for every week. This week, I think it was the gold. No, what is it called? I forgot. My boy told me, but I'm not really into that right there. They dress up somehow.
That's what the school does.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
the school does.
Oh, cool.
Glow in the dark. That's what it was.
Okay. Well, don't forget, folks, the first game is actually this Friday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday. Oh, that's right, Friday and Saturday.
The lunch is Friday.
And that's in Katy.
It's in Katy.
So the first home game
is September 7th.
September 7th. And that's
Friday night.
We will
Friday
be
night.
playing Aldine Davis.
Okay. Well, that's exciting. So I know we're running out of time. We need to know, what if you're having a fundraiser
dinner,
this
Yes.
weekend?
This Friday, we're having a luncheon.
Okay.
It's not really a fundraiser.
It's not really a fundraiser. That's more to get the community back together.
Okay. So it's
But
Friday
you'll
at what
take
time?
checks.
We'll take checks. It's $15
Okay.
for lunch.
Okay.
And you'll get a brisket plate, drink, and a dessert.
And that's down
Here-
the street from
down-
here,
yes,
down
sir.
Main Street at the Second Baptist. Is that what it's
The First-
called?
First
Baptist.
Baptist.
I don't know. There's so many of them, right? Okay, great. Well, if people wanted to participate in the Booster Club for the Conroe Tigers Football Booster Club, where can they go?
They can go to our website, ConroeTigerFootball.com. We are real big on social media through Facebook and Twitter. Our coach loves the Twitter. Coach Hardeman loves the Twitter. So if you want to know what's going on, that's the great way to get in right there is through Twitter.
Okay.
We also are doing some live broadcasting this year for our games. That's going to be another way you can see our games through our live broadcasting. You can go to our website and it'll give you all the information.
Well, good deal.
Cool.
Well, you're listening to Mornings of Lone Star. We're going to take our 10:30 break, and we'll be back with more local events, things like that. And, John, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
and
y'all for having
talking
me
about
right
this.
there. One more thing I want to say. I cannot do this. I'm the president of the Booster Club, and I'm here doing this with you, with y'all gratefully. But I have a great team behind me through the Booster
So
Club.
a team behind a team behind the team.
So Miss Karen Jackament, Scott Greif, also Mr. Dwyer, Isabel, Miss Patty Gurley. I want to thank y'all for all the time and effort y'all give every day to our program, and our boys really appreciate it, everything they do. And everybody else that helps us out behind the scenes with our website, social media, everything. Miss Pack, Miss Sharon Bonnet, thank you so much. And our boys really, really appreciate them.
Fantastic.
Couldn't have been said better.
You're listening to Mornings of Lone Star here on Lone Star Community Radio. We'll be right back. We still got about 30 minutes left in today's show, so make sure to stick around.
Getting up, down, and back of the chutes makes it rosin burn. He's got his spurs on the heels of
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
The Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service has been dedicated to educating Texans for over a century. In 1915, the Extension Program was established under the federal Smith-Lever Act to deliver university knowledge and agricultural research findings directly to the people. Ever since, AgriLife Extension programs have addressed the emerging issues of the day, serving diverse populations across the state. Texans turn to Extension for solutions in horticulture, agriculture, 4-H and youth, and family and consumer sciences. Extension agents respond not only with answers, but also with resources and services that result in significant returns on investment to boost the economy. Join us Fridays at 1 o'clock for the AgriLife Extension Hour.
Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show. With monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776.
From the beginning, the main purpose of the Cooperative Extension Service has been to change human behavior by teaching people how to apply the results of scientific research. By utilizing a holistic, multi-level approach, Extension family and community health programs encourage health and well-being for everyone, addressing values, concerns, and needs with reliable science-based information. Extension programs help people lead healthier lives. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question, comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station on irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Did you know that there are over 153 million orphans in the world today? The sad reality is 99% of those kids will likely never be adopted. CoreLove is an organization right here in Conroe that takes care of orphan children in Haiti, Honduras, and India. We bring the love of Jesus by providing their 6 basic needs of clean water, proper food, healthcare, education, job skills, and a loving home. Visit corelove.org, that's CORELUV.org. Will you help defend the orphan?
He settles down inside. The tension's rising, but he can't wait until they...
Welcome back. Mornings Lone Star, irlonestar.com. Brought to you by Conroe Coffee, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, and Jay Stillberg for County Judge. Thank you for those guys sponsoring today's program. It is 10:36. We're out of guests, but we still have special co-host Nathan Arizzotti. Now we're going to move on to a little just off topics and things going on around town. It is only Monday, so we have a lot coming in your week this week on Mornings Lone Star. And again, we're still looking for a guest on Thursday. So if you know anybody that has, not a job or something that wants to hang out in the morning and or has no obligations Thursday morning, we'd love to have you just contact us on Facebook, Mornings Lone Star, or MWLS at irlonestar.com. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Well, it's already 87 degrees.
Is he competing with Cece?
What, for the voice? There is no competition.
Oh, there is no competition.
Cece's, if you haven't
I'm the
listened to
best.
Jazzy
I'm
Nights,
the best.
Is that what that is?
I'm the best.
Well, you have a very sonorous voice that draws me back morning after morning to you.
So I was I'm a big soccer fan, like worldwide soccer. I just like watching soccer.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an interesting political statement being made in Germany because they were doing the LGBTQ armband for the captain. And one of the team ownership kind of things with the team called Wolfsburg, which is a town where they make the VWs. Basically, his statement about it was, I'm fine with...
Wait, VW's the official car of the Third Reich?
Well, no, the town, I don't know where you're going with that, but the team is called Wolfsburg because most of the teams in Germany are named after the town.
Right.
And VW, that's where their main plant is.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the same car if that's what you wanted to go with. But he basically said, I'm fine with people living a different lifestyle, but I don't want and don't have to carry a symbol representing them.
That's why I raised the point, the Volkswagen, the official car of Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
And so
I thought that was Mercedes.
Huh?
I thought they're all kind of were involved. I know Volkswagen made
it was
a lot.
like Mitsubishi built the Zero, the airplanes that.
But no, I thought it was interesting because we always talk about, people bring politics into sports, and is it really necessary?
Nope.
And I felt like this guy's response, not given the comment about Volkswagen and the Third Reich from you.
Sorry, couldn't
I
help
meant
it.
more of like that was an interesting way to say it because now you're saying now people are arguing we don't have to talk about this. We don't need to bring that involve it into the game.
But I agree.
So, and I think I kind of agree with that too.
If the team has the right to not say, because you're not going to see an armband that says white heterosexual.
Well, I think it's also like, for example,
Keep it sport.
NFL brought in the breast cancer awareness, and wasn't it like? Tell me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it saying something along the lines of like you have to wear pink?
Okay, that's where a lot of stuff has come up.
Am I wrong with saying like the players actually have to?
Some of the players wanted to do things that when you put your hands together, talked about Hurricane Harvey or talked about a legitimate cause. Okay, I'm not going to say LGBTQ, blah, blah, is not legitimate, but I'm talking about not a political statement, but something calling attention to.
Yeah.
And the NFL squashed it. Only what they want, which is breast cancer.
That's why that guy. I think
about the breast cancer and something else. I think they do military for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They do the camouflage for the military. And that's it. But I get it. It's a business. Don't you have the right to decide what you as a business want to do?
Yes, and you also have the right to tell your employees what to do, and if your employees don't do it, then you have the right to fire them.
Yep. So
or
perfect example
punish
going
them.
back, and if I carry this too far, Dick, cut me off. Did you hear about the baker that won the Supreme Court ruling that he didn't have to make the cake for the gay couple, but he told them, I'll make you anything in here with anything, but that's against my religious beliefs. Well, it came out, and the left-wing media didn't tell you, those two men, they admitted they singled him out. They were told that he wouldn't do it, so they went there just so that they could get a lawsuit. The day after the Supreme Court ruling, the state, I think it's Indiana, the state filed another lawsuit against him because he wouldn't make a cake for two women or something like that. He wouldn't. They filed another lawsuit against him, the state did. Even though the U.S. Supreme Court said he doesn't have to, that's not a discrimination thing. He's an independent business owner. He has the right to refuse service. But the guy's been interviewed. He's like, look, I love, if you're gay, I love you. I just don't have to support your lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so, but that goes back to what you're saying. It's a business. Why does the government and people have to tell you what to do?
Well, I think it's also, do you think people are going to keep pushing the line where what is acceptable, what isn't acceptable? Because it's hard not to make that statement like that person involved with that soccer team without sounding controversial.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with, teams like I remember the city of Orlando doing a special seating area in their stadium for the folks who were murdered at the nightclub. And which is, I think that's a strong way to give support for local community
Absolutely.
things. But it's also something that's you're almost dealing with, like, I don't know, it's not a hot potato or something, but when you bring it onto a nationwide stance, and that's like, for example, the whole kneeling with NFL. I bet certain teams was received well, but then other teams it wasn't received well, and it was like a mixed feeling kind of thing. And at the end of the day, especially as a business, is it worth doing that? And I don't know. Like, I am kind of surprised the NFL didn't try to capitalize on the whole kneeling deal with like merchandise and all that kind of stuff.
Ooh.
But I think that's because that's how strong the division was inside
there's
the boardroom.
no happy
Yes, I'm saying.
ending to it.
Like, it's similar to like there's the PR team. You got to own sometimes. You got to take advantage of what was given to you, kind of like the Papa John's. I was like, man, remember we made that joke? They should do a whole campaign kind of like the IHOP burger thing, call it Mama John's for a while, and make a joke about it, and then move on, and maybe even rebrand it from Papa, because I mean that whole storyline is hilarious about him getting ousted. But as a company, you're like, hey, we actually have to do something about this. We can't just pretend it doesn't exist and keep letting other people control what's being said in the public.
That's why it amazes me Roger Goodell's not fired. If that was any other normal
maybe because
business,
it costs too much to fire him.
Well,
dude,
don't forget,
they just buried their head in the sand. They just buried their head in the sand.
Goodell is, and I'm not a Goodell fan by any stretch of the imagination, but he is like the chairman. He's not the president. He's the chairman of the board in the sense that
Five team owners can fire him if they want to.
And that's the thing. So it's up to them to do it, but then they have to take the stance, and then they lose their fan base.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, and
fire him and put somebody else in place and make them make a decision.
Fire him for what?
Either approve it or don't approve. For what?
Yeah.
For the huge loss of income.
For
have they lost it though? Have they?
What
reported
oh
it?
yeah.
That's
not just.
Have
That's
they
not just.
reported it,
No, hold on. Let's take it.
Talk to some of the teams.
The employees are kneeling, and the employees answer to the team owners. Correct. So these team owners.
No, the team owners answer to the NFL.
But the NFL
Jerry
rule,
Jones was told to quit talking about it.
The
or
NFL
else.
rule is to stand. The NFL.
They took it back. They took it back.
Okay, so why fire
They
him?
canceled it.
Okay, so why fire him?
Goodell?
Mm-hmm.
Because they've lost so much income. He's not running a good company. The same that you would fire somebody with Exxon or JD Plumbing or whatever.
But we'll take Exxon, and I'm not like disagreeing.
I know you're not. No. This is conversation.
Let's go back to the Exxon Valdez. Remember the oil tanker that crashed into Alaska? You fired the captain. Did the chairman of Exxon get fired because of the actions of the captain? No. And Exxon lost a lot of money and bad
what is that?
PR.
But maybe he should have.
Why?
No, I'm just saying maybe he should have. I'm just saying if the company feels that the figurehead needs to take a stand, maybe he should have. Goodell has not taken a stand. They have lost incredible amounts of money. That's why he should be fired, because they just take a stance. Either say they can do it or they can't, but take a stance. Because you have team owners that want to take a stand, and the NFL won't allow them to take a stand.
There you go. And that's kind of where I was going with. I actually agree with you. I think he should be fired, but I like getting to the point to find out why. Because a lot of people say, "Yeah, fire him." Why? Well, because he's a poopy head. Well, it's not a firing offense.
They need to make a stand. Either yes, it's okay to kneel, or no, it's not.
Now the issue with that is that
I want to let you guys know something. I'm just going to throw this out there. These are statistics. So in 2016. The NFL team split, because they all split the money, $7.8 billion. 2017, they split $8 billion. So it didn't look like they lost a lot of revenue. Actually, they made more money. But that's also probably all the deals and stuff they were making that year opposed to 2016.
I like what 18 does, because remember, those 18 numbers are going to come after the 17, now that they're recovering from the 17 season.
So
they split that from what revenue?
So the NFL, from what I understand, makes people pay the NFL, and then the team split that money. That's how they're all equal, and like the amount of money they receive. It's very rare that the teams get more money than the other team, unless it's like they have local deals. Like, if I sell a jersey, I get to keep X amount of money of it and things like that.
I guess it's the NFL version of the salary cap.
The NFL
of the baseball
itself
team
made an extra $0.2 billion from 2017 from 2016.
I need to find where it was, because I'm a firm believer. If you want somebody to see your point, give them something that they can either agree with or not. I saw a breakdown somewhere, and it was one of the companies that does the breakdowns, the statistics, and it was team, individual, local sponsorship that had gone down. It was some of the teams, their ticket revenue has gone down. Other teams are still selling out.
And here's the thing: is they're going to keep jacking the price up to match to make up. They're going to price themselves out of existence.
And then the other thing was certain national level sponsorships where certain people had pulled out that had been the big ones. Like Papa John's at one time was in the top 3.
Well, that's the issue, and I think this is why Goodell is frozen in place, because whatever decision, if he comes down one way or the other, he's going to lose technically half. This is a very divisive situation where either you're for it or you're against it. And so if he says, okay, we're for kneeling, then every anti-kneeler is like, fine, we kiss off the NFL. If he says, no, you must stand, then he's going to take a chance and lose it. So he's going to lose half of
or he just
whomever.
said, or you just don't talk about it.
Here's what's interesting, too, and here's why I'm careful, because
on.
people a lot of times just believe the first thing you tell them. And I don't ever, because I may make a mistake and give you some wrong information. And if I do, call me on it. Recently, it was floating through Facebook about 3 or 4 weeks ago how ESPN is not going to show the national anthem. People were freaking out. I'll never watch ESPN again. I can't believe those losers. They historically, they have not shown the national anthem.
Yeah, they always had to do a pregame. And
They
it's literally
historically
like,
have not. So they didn't change it because of the political stance. But the people who wanted you to go along with me and say, that's un-American, they were playing it that way. So ESPN, they got a pass in my book because they didn't change anything.
Well, that's what's
what
really,
they've always
well, that's
done.
also strange to me in today's world. It's like you don't have to answer every question you're asked. And especially, you don't have to make statements that don't pertain to things outside of the normal expectancy of what the coach thinks. And there's some famous coach rants because people ask him some questions like, what do you think about the kneeling? I don't care. It's my players. I don't care. You know, that kind of thing. Or there's some – but it's kind of strange to me that we've gotten to the point where you have to be careful what you say because, like I said, like the LGBTQT armband thing, that could be taken the wrong way really easily.
How about you got to be careful what your father said? Did you hear about this race car driver
exactly.
who lost? He got fired shortly 2 days after his father got fired because his father 35 years ago in a radio interview used a slur.
That's
35 years ago used a slur.
That's what's wrong with America.
35 years later,
That
the father's
shouldn't
let
happen.
go, and then the son lost all of his sponsorships in racing.
Unless there's more to the story, that's ridiculous.
Nope,
that's
was
ridiculous.
That was it.
So I guess you just change your name.
I maintain you cannot judge yesterday's actions by today's standards.
Or sins of a father?
Yeah, sins
Well,
of the
within
father.
reason. 35 years ago, no. And it wasn't even that man's sins. It
That's
was his father's sins.
And 35 years ago, so that was what, the 80s? But believe it or not, we're, 70s. Okay, in the 70s, we had the Frito Bandito. We had Ancient Chinese Secret for a laundry commercial.
Oh, can you imagine if that played now?
We had Night Court. Well, actually, that was more 80s, but, with...
You know what I was watching yesterday afternoon? I was skipping because I don't have cable anymore, and I get MeTV through my HD antenna. The Jeffersons. It wasn't 15 minutes into it. I'm like, my God, this was hilarious. This meant nothing. This is a black man doing this, but there's no way that could be on TV now.
Well, they have the show Blackish, but it's a different...
I think they do have it, but the way information is shared and spent, like, it's so diverse now. In a sense, a 16-year-old is going to be accessing a show completely different from the way you access it.
But it's hilarious.
And so
it
that
was
show
just
might not be on your
comedy.
radar because it's available to somebody else who's aware of that channel or that avenue. Because in the past, you're looking at, we only had 3 channels in my my timeline. I mean, that still exists. There's people who are that old that that's literally what they grew up with is 3 channels. So I think
4 with the DuPont network.
I think it's out there, Nathan, but you got to be able to talk to people or they'll tell you about it and how to find it.
Yeah.
And I know that's a struggle here because we have Facebook Live now, we're on TV, we're on YouTube, and it's just like eventually it's going to get so hard for people to develop a habit of listening. So
I think the shift came like from, say, the Jeffersons to Blackish, which is like the show here. Back in the day, the Jeffersons, Good Times, All in the Family, Maude, they held the Norman Lear shows. They held the mirror up to the stupidness of some of society. Carol O'Connor, who played Archie Bunker, was in reality, he loved playing that character because he was anti that and wanted to say this is how.
Well, that's what I told you. I watched that documentary about Mr. Rogers, and they were kind of talking about them as a brand. Almost every time there was an issue in society, there was a whole age group that would want to know what Mr. Rogers thought.
Right.
And that's why, because I didn't really follow Mr. Rogers that much, because by the time I was old enough, it was all replays kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't realize how many times he went back on the air for special events. And I didn't even think about that. Like, he was on for 9/11. He was on for, I think, the Africa AIDS deal. And then, it was like special things because people cared about what this man had to say about, how do I handle a situation like this? And
one of the things he handled, cool little trivia, the black-white thing back in the day.
His mailman.
You know about that?
It was the officer.
He was a mailman, and it was so hot, and his
It was
feet
a
were
police
so
officer.
tired, and it was just he had him come over, and he had it was a little like a kiddie pool, and he had him take his shoes off,
Put your foot.
and put his feet in the little kiddie
Because
pool to
back
cool
then,
down.
We had I remember
Segregated pools, and that was his way of saying, "Here's the black man of my community in my pool."
But the
and
difference-
what a cool way of making that
Right.
message to kids.
And so you have originally in the 60s and 70s,
We got to
especially
be
the
wrapping
70s.
this up. I'm
Sure,
sorry.
I'll be-
This
We
is
actually
fun. This is good
got to go.
conversation.
Well,
Uh,
give me 12 seconds.
All right.
So, but nowadays, like with Blackish, they actually started shooting their season and actually had scenes in the can with the assumption that Hillary Clinton would win. That it came from holding up a mirror to society to a political agenda, and that's the change that's happened.
Right.
12 seconds. I'm out.
There we go.
Yeah.
We got to be wrapping up today's show. You're listening to Mornings Lone Star, irlonestar.com for our archives. That's and then we're also on Facebook Live and everything. Tomorrow, we will be in the studio live with a fellow listener, Brett Hanley. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
You did.
And I'm excited about having
Me
him
too.
in.
I'm very excited to have Brett on.
And he's been in before, so he's going to be it's a returning guest. So that's kind of nice. Full lineup of Mornings Lone Star. Be checking out our Facebook page because that's where we kind of put everything. Nathan, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks,
Thanks
man.
for having me in the guest, dude. This is
Conroe
fun.
Bowl Media, or Mania.
Mania.
And it's October 20th. And then also
ConroeTigerFootball.com.
That's this Friday.
Is the luncheon.
Is the
At
luncheon.
First Baptist Church. Come meet the kids.
I think ConroeTigersFootball.com. Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
Conroe
So
Tiger-
more
Tiger
information on
Football.
that to support your local football team. Today's show is brought to you by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, Conroe Coffee, and Jay Siddleberg for County Judge, who, by the way, will be in the studio on Wednesday. So if you have questions for him, send it our way. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio. Coming up next is going to be a replay of the weekly business hour from last week's episode with Kevin Brady, your congressman in the area. So that's coming up. Full lineup, irlonestar.com. We got Conroe Culture News afterwards. We got Nerd Thug Radio. And we also have Afternoons of Lone Star and Lone Star Country Nights with Julian Shea.
The Reverend.
So that's coming your way. Here on Lone Star Community Radio, we are Montgomery County's community radio station, broadcasting live from the Lone Star Community Radio Studios, downtown Conroe. We'll see you guys later.